child. You just told me you're graduating high school. I know you're 18. Yeah. You're a fucking child, bro.
Yeah, I have a lot of time ahead of me, don't I?
A lot? You have 100 years ahead of you. You're part of the generation that's going to live to 120.
That's what I be telling them. They don't believe me. I tell them they're living to 100, but they don't
fuck them. Who? Your mom, your uncle, your friends? Who gives a fuck?
You're right. Who gives a fuck? Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
No, it's just really hard not to It's really hard not to give a fuck. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Of course, it's very easy to understand why. You have a mom that dictated a very strict infrastructure on you, so you valued her opinion, which translates to you valuing everyone's opinion.
That's exactly.
That's your answer. I'll save you time.
Yes, that's it.
Well, guess what? Now you're young enough. You're listening to the right things. We're hanging out here. Hopefully, this is a stepping stone, and you need 100,000 other stepping stones. And then you'll retrain your brain, and it's like cutting hair. You get a new haircut. If you shaved your head, you would have a different haircut. You're now going to think about it differently. You're changing your mind. I can see it. You've already got it in you.
Yeah. I feel like it's just natural, because as soon as I started watching you, everything you said, I was like, you're the guy that I need to be listening to, because you're telling me things that I don't like, but at the same time, it's the stuff you need to be telling me. You know what I mean?
You can feel that it's right for you. It's uncomfortable because I'm poking at holes, but at the same token, you know there's truth there, and you can tell that it's coming from a good place, and that's what made it attractive to you?
Yes, because you're so kind, like your personality itself, like you're a nice person, but you just look like a dick when you talk in your Instagram. But at the same time, you're not great. You're the nicest person I've ever met in my life, man. Like your personality, like the way you talk to me, man. You know, like you're being honest to me. You're being truthful, but at the same time, you're not showing any hate towards me. You know what I mean?
Hate? I love you.
Yeah, there's no hate. You have no hate, man. You show nothing but positivity.
No, I have conviction. To your point, I like the game. Like a lot of people. Listen, a lot of people come to me and they're like, Gary, and I'm like, man, this person's for 29 years has been given advice this one way, and that's why they're not happy. So when I look like a dick, I'm just trying to cut some shit out. I'm going in deep. I'm making myself vulnerable. I'm letting people think I'm a dick. I'm taking on the pain of judgment from others to help that single person, because a million people watch that video and you're like, that guy's a dick on Instagram. And I'm like, fuck, I'm taking those fucking hits to help that one person. My reputation to half the world is going in a bad place. I have to be patient for 25 years to be fully understood. I'm taking that loss for that one person.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I show my mom your videos, and she because she doesn't believe anything that I tell her about, being nice, you you got to think long term, not short term. And then I show her your videos because she's not gonna listen to me. She thinks I'm just a child, but I don't. It's the way.
And what did she say?
She said, you're on the right path. Yeah, she doesn't know half the stuff that I'm talking about, but I understand that maybe her life wasn't as educated as mine. Maybe
it was just circumstantial. So wait, you show her the videos, and her reaction is what?
She's like, all right, I'm gonna start doing it. Can you help me? Because she doesn't understand.
That's awesome. That's good.
How can I say
she's transactional.
Yeah.
She's that makes sense to me. My father is too. It's when you come from zero, you can't, it's hard to go up here.
Yeah.
She didn't have the luxury that you and I have.
Yeah. She didn't have. Yeah, because I was lucky enough. I was really lucky enough to live in the middle class and go to school. But then I'm school, I don't feel like it's for me, because
good.
It's just, I feel like I'm it's just, the system is not right for me, you know? You said in one of your videos, you're going to break the system. You're trying to break the system. That's what you're trying to do. And that's why I fully respect that. Yeah.
So great. So everything I've heard, bro, if you were a stock, I would invest in you. I hear everything that I like.
Yeah.
Right. You're a nice kid with clarity. This is great. Do you think you have the work ethic?
The work ethic, yes. I actually worked at the construction since I was 12. My stepdad put me into it, man.
Bro, you're a fucking Amazon. I want to invest in you. You're gonna win, bro. Do me one favor. Remember this forever. Okay. Kindness is the ultimate strength.
Kindness, all right. Yeah.
It's the ultimate strength.
I'm really sensitive right now, man. Look, I don't know why it's such a sensitive.
I'm sensitive too, bro. I cry during Lion King.
Man.
I cry in every movie. I'm sensitive as fuck.
Yeah.
Sensitivity is great. It's why you have so much emotional intelligence.
Yeah, like when I got married, people were just talking so much how can I say it? So much shit to me. Like, why are you getting married? Why are you doing that? Like, I'm making decisions based on what I think is right. Like, how you gonna tell me? Like, it's just something like just little things that people judge you that they don't even understand where you're going with it.
You have to understand. You look at them and be like, Hector, Sally, Rick, Tom, Salvador, I love you for saying this. Thank you. You go have fun until you're 35. For me, I wanted to be married at 18. I fell in love.
Yeah.
Like, I understand what you're saying. Thank you, Sal, for saying that. Yeah. Now you go worry about your life.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, say thank you.
Okay.
Comma. Go live your fucking life.
All right.
Sal, you don't like getting married at 18? You go fucking hook up with chicks until you're 40. Mazel tov. Go have fun. Good.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you. What makes me happy is this.
Yeah.
Brother, do not put other people's opinions on a pedestal when they're not living your life.
Yes.
Tell them to live their fucking life.
Okay.
And by the way, listen to me. Listen. No, it's not being mean.
But it's like
you said thank you.
Personal. You know what I mean? They take it personal.
You said fuck it. You said thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
You didn't say fuck you, Sal. Get the fuck out of my business. I don't respect the way you bang chicks. Fuck you. You're a piece of shit. You said thank you, Sal. Comma. Yeah. I appreciate it. Comma.
Yeah.
This was what was right for me. I fell in love and I was okay with it. You know, our grandparents all got married at these ages. Comma.
Yeah.
Comma. I'm so excited that you're going to have lots of fun in college and date and go to the big city. Like, good.
It's crazy how that's exactly what they tell me. I
know what they tell you. That's why I'm regurgitating it so you know what I'm talking about. That I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yes, you do. You actually do. You've been doing it for like about a year. I've been texting you on Instagram saying you're always right, man. You're always right.
Thank you, brother. Listen, right. I'm not always right, but I'm always coming from a very clear point of view that's right for me. I'm not necessarily always right for everybody else, but there are things that everybody can take that can help them. I don't want anybody to be me or do it like me. I want everybody to do it that works for them. But there are things like kindness and empathy that are right. Brother, sensitivity is the biggest strength I have. I cried every day until I was 15. I cried when the Jets lost. I cried when somebody's feelings got hurt. I cried when people picked on other kids, and it didn't make me feel nice because I could feel that kid. Yeah. That later became why I was right about TikTok, why I predicted Tea with Gary Vee 10 years ago. My sensitivity is my fucking superpower.
All right. Okay.
It's a gift.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Compassion and sympathy is a gift. Bro, I cried when fucking the Lion King's Lion Dad cartoon died. Cried in the theater with my fucking friends, like hot chicks from high school sitting right there. Cried.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to like understand everything. Right? I'm trying to like. Okay, so yeah, that helps me a lot. Yeah, it helps me a lot that I'm actually going like the right way. I'm thinking the right things.
I promise you this. The next time one of your clown friends makes fun of you or has an opinion, tell them, I appreciate it, Sal, Hector, but Gary Vee thinks I'm awesome and you're a fucking asshole. So there you go.
I mean, as long as you think I'm cool, that's all that.
Bro, I think way better than cool. I think you're a fucking great kid. I'm like sticking on this call because I want to be with you. I think you're lovely and kind and capable and have all the fucking elements of having a tremendously impactful life.
Okay. So just thank you. Thank you so much, actually.
You're welcome, brother.
Yeah.
Talk to you soon.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Dustin, you know what's interesting about this show is like, it's funny. Like, it's funny to like go through the process of communicating your truth.
What do you mean?
Meaning, like, I've always known who the fuck I was. And like throwing out I'm going to buy the Jets is like an easy peacocking, like I'm not fucking around here move, but it's not deep. It's like, yeah, I'm going to buy a sports team. It's actually douchey. Some of the shit that's happening here, like I've never articulated the judgment I get at scale for trying to help somebody that comes across that I'm audacious or rude. That I'm a human. That doesn't feel good when you know you're up to something good and people dismiss you as bad.
Right.
especially when you're sensitive and nice.
Yeah, I'm surprised I don't know how you handle it. Like, I can't do that.
It's kind of like your gift is your curse. It becomes your domain. I can't fucking spin a bunch of handlebars around in one shot. I watch your videos. I'm like, I'd skin my knee, not be unconscious, and be sad. That's scary to me. I'm not doing those flip shit, fucking spin and fucking jump off a fucking curb. Everyone's themselves, but like people are just so surface level. They're not paying attention to what I'm doing out here, and that's why Tea with Gary Vee has been so powerful. I definitely think that I pulled another layer of the onion away, and I think people are seeing it. I really believe that.
Yeah, people are definitely seeing it.
They don't even fucking know, Dustin. They do not know. Nobody watching right now understands. I'm not fucking around here. I'm winning the whole fucking thing, the whole thing. Nobody else. Me. I'm the guy. I know it.
I know it too.
Let's keep it going. Hey, Heather.
Hi, Gary. Hi,
How are you?
How are you?
Good.
Good. So I'm a makeup artist from Minneapolis, Minnesota. And I guess I'll just give you a little backstory of kind of who I am, I guess. I'm a first generation college student. So my mom's from Mexico, and college was basically forced on me. Like, I'm going to college. It's happening.
You're checking the box. Yeah,
I have to go. Yeah, I'm going for it. And so I decided to go into pharmaceutical research. So chemistry, biology, blah, blah, blah. I hated it. I just absolutely hated it. I didn't like watching bacteria grow. I didn't like going to labs. I didn't like writing the reports. It wasn't for me. So of course, trying to drop out of college wasn't a thing either, because my mom's not going to let me drop out of college. So I just stopped going to classes. I got myself in so much debt, and it was all private loans because my family didn't know where to get it from. We didn't have money for me to go to college. So I'm still dealing with that. But I finally was like, I'm not going to classes anymore. I started playing makeup, practicing makeup when I was just sitting in my dorm. And people started showing interest, like, hey, can you do my makeup? Can you do my wedding? Can you do this? Can you do that? And I was like, oh, I don't have any experience. I don't know what I'm doing other than my own makeup. So I finally told my mom, like, sorry, Mom, I'm going to go to school for makeup. So I came back to the cities. And
what did she say?
Oh, it didn't go over well. She's like, well, how are you going to make a career out of that? How are you going to, is it going to make you enough money? You're already so much money in. Why don't you just finish? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, Mom, I barely made it through a first year of biology, let alone, I didn't even make it to a chemistry course because I was like, forget it. I hate it. So I just kind of told her, I was like, I'm so sorry, but I'm just going to do this and we'll see how it goes. She's in the cosmetology world too. So she already knows how much you have to work your ass off in the industry. So she's like, are you sure?
Yep. You have to work your ass off in every industry.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you
want to be successful, like, I got to keep going. Awesome. So I love everything about this story.
Her.
The debt pisses me off, but keep going.
Yeah. Oh, I know. It pisses me off too. But yeah, so I went to school for multimedia makeup. So I basically can turn somebody really cute, or I can turn them into a zombie in 2 seconds,
Really cool.
So yeah, it's really fun. I run into the issue that when I went to school, because Minnesota you don't need a license to freelance. I found myself in the bridal industry. So I went with an agency for a while when I first got out of school in 2016. And I worked for an agency for a couple of years, and I realized I'm only making about 50% of the 100% work that I'm doing. So I'm like, bye, I can do this on myself. Yeah, I'm like, you're basically running a credit card. Like, I know how to do that too. So I went over and I started my own bridal business. So I do weddings as the seasons come along. And yeah, so the issue that I run into is that since Minnesota doesn't require you to have a certificate or a license through Board of Cosmetology, I can't work in a salon because they're ran through Board of Cosmetology. I need either an esthetician or a cosmetology license. So I lose that aspect of having a clientele, being able to come somewhere regularly.
So go to them or.
Oh yeah. I absolutely do that. I see a lot of, you build a clientele and repetition.
Real quick. I know where you're going. So real quick.
Yeah.
Just like some people think, like your mom, that college was the only path to making money, and you were like, go fuck yourselves. I can do this. I understand that salons are a feeder for clientele and finding new clientele. So is fucking TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah.
There's nothing you're gonna say right now of the values of the license that isn't arbitraged around by you making creative on TikTok and Instagram. Nothing.
Absolutely. No, I've been doing, I mean, at
but
this point.
Let's stick here for a second. If you're if you're saying absolutely to that, like, I want to put a nail in that coffin. Like, you know the answer.
Yeah. Well, they're trying to pass the law because they're trying to regulate
Fuck
us.
the law.
So, Board of Cosmetology is coming for bridal.
I know what they're
super
doing.
hard because they know.
I know what they're doing.
It's a pain.
They're trying to force
I'm
you
not
to-
worried about it.
Because you can go
I'm
somewhere
not worried
else.
about it. What?
You can move.
Right.
Fuck Minnesota.
The cold is really a pain.
Yeah, fuck Minnesota. Other than
Yeah.
the Minnesota Rocker, the esports team I own in Minnesota. Fuck Minnesota and fucking move. If they pass some law that fucks you, don't worry about what other
Right.
things and other people are doing.
Right. Absolutely.
Nobody's going to the salon right now. It's fucking COVID life.
That was going to be part of my question here, is because I rely so heavily on clientele. That's where my work comes from. I have to be person-to-person interaction. And so my biggest focus right now is I have my Instagram account. I don't know if it's linked or not, but it's my professional page. So I obviously post my clients, I post my weddings, I do special effects, just dabble in everything just because I like playing makeup. But I found that on social media, because makeup is being the YouTuber makeup, it's everywhere you turn. You sing a new eyebrow or a new this, that. And makeup artists, working makeup artists, I feel like they get lost in social media over the YouTubers and them doing their own makeup versus us going out
No, they
and
don't.
doing
No, they don't
makeup.
get lost. They don't get lost.
Okay, because I see a lot of companies focus around the YouTubers a lot more and give a lot more recognition.
Because they have much bigger audiences.
Yeah.
But their personalities.
And they build very quickly, and
you
how do I
too.
show my personality behind the camera? Instead of saying, like, okay, I want to apply my blush here because, like, that's
I
where
understand.
blush goes, like, understanding, So, like, you probably know how to do your makeup at this point by watching all the, like, videos that come up through the feed. But so I had to start another Instagram because I don't want to be the working makeup artist with 1,000 selfies. Like, oh, I do my people's makeup, but it's only pictures of me, because those ones get more interaction. They're like, oh, you're really like, I love your makeup, love it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, why don't you go say, like, I like you commenting on and letting me know what you think of client makeup, because that's what I actually like to do. So I ended up deleting a lot of my selfies. And
why?
Well, it's just I like clients being able to come to my page and see my work versus seeing.
But you can mix it.
Yeah.
Like,
I had a good mix. I just seeing more of my face. I'm like, this is not what I want people to see when they come to my page.
So do a different mix.
Okay.
Like, what was your mix before? How many client photos?
With COVID, how do I go about that? Because they just extended us another almost 3 weeks out, and I can't do clients. So did you just do, because I started a YouTube. I gave in. I did a YouTube doing my makeup, just showing how to do makeup.
Heather, you know what? You go by Heather or Heather Marie?
Heather.
Heather.
Well, I mean, it's Heather Marie, but, my
Heather.
name. Yeah.
You know how your mom put college on a pedestal and it fucked you up? Mm-hmm. You're putting influencer dynamics on a pedestal of an ideology of how you see the world, and it's fucking you up.
Yeah, it is.
I know.
And I know that. And it's the worst part, because I'm just
good
like,
news.
God,
I know
I
it
just
too.
don't want, I just
trying
don't
to help
want
you
to
here.
be like that YouTuber. And it's like, and I know my value. I know my worth of, like, who I am as an artist, because I hear it. It's like, I've never had.
Heather. I know you do. guess what, Heather? I want to make garage sale videos to help people learn how to make from $0 to $100. But most of my business friends thinks it makes me look bad and people won't take my real business advice serious. But I don't give a fuck what they think. You're repeating your mom's mistake on your own self.
Yeah.
Your mom put school on such a ideological platform because of the grind that she went through and didn't want that for her wonderful daughter, but she made you go into debt on something that brought you no value, and it was the wrong move. You have judged these non-technically sound makeup artists who are fluff, who've amassed millions of followers on YouTube, and in your judgment of them, you've held yourself back from the growth. I promise you, me rummaging through people's trash doesn't underestimate the fact that I have accomplished everything that I've accomplished. You taking a selfie that you look good in doesn't undermine your actual work.
Okay.
Your ideology is
don't
fucking
like
you
it?
up. Well,
Even though I don't like this selfie situation?
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Because it's a great question. Thank you. You just helped a lot of people. Even though you don't like it. No, I want you to be happy and happy over business success. Period. End of story. No debate. The question becomes, why don't you like it? To me, that's the most important part of this conversation, Heather. No, I want you to be happy, and I don't give a fuck if you make less money, have less opportunities. But you're asking me, we're talking, and it's under the guise, I assume, of you having more success, aka happiness, but actually, it gets scary when everything shuts down and you want to diversify your income, I'm sure, right? But here's the real question. Why? Do you feel like being valued for being pretty undermines your intellect? Are you actually insecure of how you look? Do you not want to be associated with people that you disrespect how they handle their lives? There's a lot of real fucking questions, Heather, under there.
Yeah.
It's not as simple as I don't want to. I want to know why.
I just want to push my workout more.
So do more. Post 3 times a day with 2 works and 1 you. And oh, by the way, you talking about which coffee you like, you humanizing yourself will lead to so much more opportunity, which will lead to people more seeing your work. I'm tricking fuckers into being better people by disguising myself as a business person. The fuck do you think's going on here? Your work will get more look.
I know I get in my head so much. It's just I know exactly. Well, I don't know exactly where I want to end up, but I know my train of okay, this is where I know, because I know the steps. I know what needs to happen. It's just I want to get there. I don't know.
I know how you want to get there.
Head. I get in my head.
No. You want to get there based on an ideology you created instead of actually getting there. You value the ideology more than actually getting there. I'm telling you, you do.
Yeah.
You know what's even scarier about that?
I for sure.
You are valuing other people's opinions.
Yeah, that's my issue too. I know. That's the most frustrating part is when you know your flaws or you know what's your issues, and it's just you can't get past that because what you're doing is making you happy. And it's well, those other things are still there. They're still lingering. They're still in that section. And it's get away. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. Don't pay attention, people, which my opinions of other people, I'm forget it. I already told my mom, my mom out of all people, all right, bye, see you,
More importantly, I think there's an underlining judgment you have towards those other people because you were blessed with talent. So you're judging other people, which then makes you susceptible to being judged. Do you know why I don't struggle with judgment? It's because I'm not judging anybody else. And then you're spending time looking at their channels and their posts and fucking judging the people for liking it.
Support. I'm I like that video. And it's very completely the creative fantasy, crazy makeup. It's a complete art. I love everything that they do. It's more of the side of when I have a client sit down in my chair, like, oh, are you a YouTuber too? Or, oh, do you do your, like, how do you do your makeup?
Heather,
Do you do the crazy this? I'm like, no.
Heather, I have successfully operated and built 2 major businesses through blood, sweat, and tears and a fuckload of smarts. I have been one of the wiser, more strategic investors. I have systematically been correct about so many consumer trends over the last 20 years at the highest levels in the world. And almost everybody rolls up at me and they're like, 2 friends roll up. They're like, Gary Vee. And the other friend's like, who's this? He's like, oh, that's that motivational speaker on Instagram. I put nothing but fucking W's on the board for 20 years. And I'm the motivational person on Instagram. He's that funny guy that sells trash on TikTok. That's literally what people say. Who gives a fuck?
Right.
If you know who you are, what the fuck does it matter?
Right.
You're way off on this. You're way off on this in a real good way because you're super close.
Okay.
I'm pumped. You're way off and close. That's why this is fun for me.
I know I am.
But you're close. You're close. You just need to drop this one. I'm a motivational speaker to 90% of the people. It makes me throw up in my mouth and want to go to sleep. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm fucking an executor at the highest levels who happens to be motivated and optimistic. You're not a fucking YouTuber. You're a fucking big-time talented makeup artist who happens to make fucking YouTube videos. Enough. Who gives a fuck what Sarah from Minneapolis thinks when she sits in your fucking chair?
Right. Fuck Sarah. I have another question. You had done an interview with Sam Parr, and he had asked you about other businesses that you're interested in, or upcoming businesses, or like e-coms or whatever it was. But you had said men's makeup. You were interested in men's makeup, and you didn't get to touch back on it at all. And when I heard it, I was like, oh my God, he's finally going to answer a makeup question. Like, I was super pumped, and obviously you guys ran out of time, but...
So I'm out of time now for this episode as well, but I'm not going to do it to you again. Let me just look at my schedule. Fuck. Okay, so I believe that men's makeup, straight men, not the incredible communities that are alternative, straight men are going to actually wear makeup in the world. And I think it's going to be at scale somewhere in the next 10 to 15 to 20 years. I believe it fully, 100%. I believe that will be true.
I mean, I don't see why not, You got a pimple, cover it up. You don't like it,
It's no, I'm not talking about some of the places that men have dabbled into, like cover up. I'm talking eyeshadow. I'm talking like me having like a fucking lightning bolt on my cheek every day. I'm talking real shit. I'm talking lipstick.
Okay.
I think if you look carefully in TikTok, I think if you look carefully in TikTok culture, the 14, 15, 16, 13, 12-year-old girls, the guys that they're attracted to are clearly in that direction. The e-boys are in that direction. Long hair, highlights, finger, nail polish, lips. Like it's already happened. I don't predict. I don't guess. It's already happened. Now it just needs to play out. Social acceptance. Online dating, when I told all my friends was going to happen, I love that Calvin Knight believes this. Screenshot this real quick for me, Dustin. Because that's going to go in the archives because Calvin Knight's going to fucking take a huge loss. Just like all my friends that said online dating wouldn't happen. Just like all my friends that said nobody was going to go on Facebook that aren't in college. Just like all my friends that said I was wrong about TikTok and Musical.ly. People don't get it. I'm never going to be wrong because I don't guess. I just watch so much carefully. I listen so much more. I interrupt people. I get that, but nobody on fucking earth is listening more than me. I'm telling you that right the fuck now. I'm in the fucking game when it comes to listening. Of course, there's other people that are listening as much as me, but like I'm in the fucking game, and it's already fucking happened.
You're just ahead of people. You already know, and I do the same thing. I'm terrible. I try to catch myself. Like Heather, let them finish their thought. Like even though you already have the answer and their solution and this and that, it's like. It's the same thing with clients when they sit down in my chair, like, oh, well, I had this. I'm like, I can see, girlfriend, like, I got you. We got it, and it's like.
By the way, I'm sorry.
You already have the answer.
I get it. Somebody said, Eric Thompson said, strong John Wayne and Clint Eastwood is gone. It's actually not gone. I think they both coexist. I actually think like old school men, like hard, pale, like tough guy. I think that's emerging too. Like there's a lot of things happening. It's just such an interesting time. Heather, listen to me. You're so fucking close, but you're so fucking wrong. And it's really exciting. It's really exciting. I think this could be you're super close.
Yeah, my brother was the one that like turned me on to you a couple years ago, and I told him, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to talk to Gary Vee on a couple days. He's like, all right, well, be ready to sit there. And like, no, he's not going to bullshit you. And I was like, I don't want to bullshit. I was like, I want him to like sit there and just like, this is what you're doing wrong, because like, I know I'm so close, and I'm just like, I need someone to like, I mean, not validation
you're right
or
there.
anything, but like the idea.
We're humans. Yeah, we're humans. We're humans. Yeah. Affirmation, is a real powerful thing. You are so fucking close. You just need to know that your mom was wrong about her ideology about college, and you're wrong on your judgment of YouTubers and social media people.
Okay. Well, I'm there. So I'm trying not to take your time, but because I started another page, because I was in the idea of keep my selfies on one page and my work on another, do I just keep it all on the handle that I have? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
All you.
I don't have any like viewers on the YouTube I did, so I'm like, let me kick it back to the other one. I just didn't know like how I should separate it, and if I should or not. So stop
shitting on other people and your dream of how you should be looked upon as a professional, and start fucking living your honest, full life on it.
Yeah.
Awesome. I gotta go.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Heather. All right. Fuck, man. I don't know, Dust. This might have been Jesus, this was good. There was some real fucking fire.
Yeah.
There was some real stuff. The Russian girl, Heather, right? Like there was some real stuff. The dude from the 18-year-old, like there's like the post-edit team needs to get to work. It was a fucking fire episode. Winetext.com, if you don't sign up for it, I'm going to kick you out of having the ability to watch this stream. I'm done with you. We're not friends. It's over. I'm finished. See ya. That's real. And the All-In Challenge, my auction is running up on Saturday. Tomorrow, it's over. So if you've not bought your raffle tickets, please do that now. Here is what I'm offering on the All-In Challenge. Love you. I am giving